Hello everyone. My TikTok video about my curly hair routine went pretty nuts, and I had quite a lot of comments asking for my routine, what I do with my hair, how I make it look like that. People might have a similar hair type to me, so I thought I'd give a quick rundown on what I do, what products I use to maintain my what I thought was wavy hair and actually is curly hair when it's maintained correctly. But first of all, my hair is, when I don't do the curls properly, my hair is frizzy, ratty, wavy, a bit of a curl to it. I have also recently just touched up the black, so it's a little bit dry. I thought it'd be good to show what my hair looks like on a day where I haven't washed it, I haven't maintained it, just so if you might have the same hair type as me, this might be a helpful routine for you to try out. I have also got some really chunky layers in here. My shortest layers start right at the top, and then obviously they're quite long at the bottom. That really helped bring my curl back. So again, if anybody has a similar hair type to me, whack some chunky layers in there. It made a world of difference. This front part, I will preface this by saying that I have bleached the crap out of it, and it does curl, but nowhere near as well as the rest of it. So just bear that in mind when you're watching the video, that there is a curl there, it's just not going to be as good on the pink. The first thing I need to do is wash my hair. The products I found work best in my hair at the moment, because I tend to have quite dry hair. It doesn't really knot, it gets a little bit frizzy, but it's kind of like a soft frizz. But also my hair gets really dry. It's a weird combination. But I've found that hydrating shampoo and conditioner works really well for my hair, so I have currently been using the L'Oreal hyaluronic shampoo and conditioner. I've also got the mask and the leave-in spray as well. I also have reoccurring eczema on my scalp, and since I started using this shampoo, it has vanished. I'm going to keep using it until my hair decides that it doesn't like it anymore. I'm going to go wash my hair and I'll be back in a minute. I have returned. I left it a bit too long, so I'm going to have to re-wet my hair a little bit, because with wavy hair, you want to put the product in when it's soaking wet. Otherwise, it's like too heavy. This is the Only Curls microfiber hair towel. I love it. It's the only thing that has stopped my hair from breaking after a shower. I'm just going to quickly... I need to buy some more, but the first thing I'm going in with is a scalp moisturizer. This has got oh my god, how do you say it? Niacinamide. Again, I have reoccurring eczema on my roots, and this has helped so much keeping it at bay. Like, the last time I had even just a tiny bit of eczema was when I bleached my roots. I'm just gonna rub that in. Nice little scalp massage. Right, then I'm gonna spray in. I've only just started using this. It's the L'Oreal Elvive hyaluronic acid leave-in spray. One thing I don't have, which I would recommend everyone having, is a good heat protectant. I don't really use much heat on my hair anymore, but if you're in a country where it's sunny all the time, or you're out, make sure you use like a UV protectant, heat protectant spray in your hair. I ran out literally 2 days ago. Then I'm not sponsored by L'Oreal Elvive, I promise. However, I'm using their Bond Repair Serum. This again has made my hair feel super strong, especially the bits where I've bleached it for the pink. Very few split ends. So I've managed to keep it quite nice and healthy, and I think like this combination of products is why. And also, I don't use hair bands. I don't really use any heat anymore. I plait my hair overnight. Like, there's so many things I've done different to help my hair grow stronger, and it's been working. Right, then I'm gonna go in with the only curl products that I actually have left. First, both of these are from Only Curls, same as the microfiber towel. The first one is the curling mousse, and I just find that all of these products are really, really lightweight, which is perfect for like wavy curly hair. And I don't really have a method for doing this. I just kind of shove it in my hair, and then I'm just going to do a little bit more because I always forget my crown, and that's where like the majority of my hair is. I'll probably have the curly hair police on my back again, because people always go, oh, well, if your hair is straight when it's wet, then it's not actually curly. That's bollocks. Because if you look at my hair now, you'd go, ah, that's straight hair. It's not. Definitely doesn't dry straight. And then the last thing I put in, again, is an Only Curls product, and it is their Enhancing Curl Gel. Now, I did use their curl cream before as well, which I really liked, but I haven't got the money to buy more products at the moment, so I'm just trying to use up what I have. Just gonna do like maybe 3 pumps. Again, you don't really need much of this stuff. If you've got like wavy hair like myself, you don't need much product, because it can actually just weigh down the hair, which is another reason that I went and got it cut like with loads of heavy layers in it, because you just don't want it to be super heavy. Like, this is so much lighter now that I've had it cut. It used to almost be all one length. That's the majority of the product I use. Once I've done my hair and it's all dried, I will also go in with an argan oil. This is the Pantene one. I don't usually use this. I think I usually use the Got To Be oil. But again, I ran out and I got this morning. But now is the important bit. Start by sectioning, and we're going to go section by section. Now, because my hair is quite thick, I do this in quite large sections, and it seems to be working out really well for me. Just whack that up there. I'm going to go, I've tried it with a couple of different brushes, but the brush that's worked best for me is this like small barrel brush. This is basically ribbon brushing or brush twirling, whatever you want to call it. People do it with like Denman brush, I think is the one that Americans have. They're too flat for my hair. They don't look right. These barrel brushes sort of smooth it out as you go. So just brush through once and then start twisting. You're making it like a super small tube, and you can see it's starting to curl. And I just throw that back and go on with the next one. Just twisting as I go. Now these are my longest layers as well, so I twist them quite tight, because they're always the first to drop out. And again, if the curly hair police always go, oh, if you have to do all of this, then you don't really have curly hair. And to that I say, even if you have straight or wavy hair, if you try and manipulate it whilst it's wet like this, it's not gonna do anything. And this is just a really good way of making sure that your curls are really smooth as well. What I find with my hair is, because it gets really ratty really quickly, the curls tend to go sort of within themselves, get all knotted and really crap, and then lose their curl pattern. And what I'm doing is I'm brushing all of the curls in the same direction, away from my face. And like I said, just twisting it away from my face. And I discovered doing this when I was on tour, in the tour bus, because we'd have to shower in the venues of wherever we went, and that means that you don't have access to, you know, somewhere to sit down and do your hair. You don't have access to a hairdryer. You don't have, you know, all these things that you take for granted at home. I needed to find, I know my hair can dry naturally and still look nice, so I don't need a hairdryer. But I needed to find a way of making my hair a bit more manageable when I was out on tour, because if I just let it air dry without doing anything to it, it becomes a frizzy, tangled mess. And I thought, well, I've got a hairbrush with me. Why don't I try twisting the curls and just seeing if they go together and stay that way? And lo and behold, they did. So every day that we had access to a shower, I went in, I washed my hair, and I twist curled it. And I didn't take any product with me either. In fact, I had like the minutest amount of argan oil, and that was kind of it. So I sort of proved to myself that I could do this, and it really benefited my hair. And then when I got back from tour, I realised that I could improve upon this routine I'd sort of made for myself. I could start using a diffuser, and I could, you know, start being able to do things and it look a little bit better. And yeah, this can take a little bit of time. This can be quite a tedious process, and again, I only do this if I know I've got the time to do it. Like, the only thing I'm doing today is I'm going out later for a friend's birthday. Look at that. And this is what I mean, like, if I had straight hair it wouldn't naturally hold this when it's wet. It wouldn't hold it when it's dry. I think it's just taken me a really long time to discover a way of being able to maintain my hair and it actually look nice for once and feel nice as well. It doesn't get tangled. I can actually run my fingers through it when I need to. Like, it's so much better. But again, I had curly hair police going, no, this is clearly done with heat. She's clearly done it herself with curlers. And it's kind of hard to do things behind yourself. Oh, my hand's wet. Look at those curls. Yeah, there's so many steps I've been taking over the last couple of years to really improve the quality of my hair, because this is the longest my hair has ever been. It never used to grow past my shoulders and I could never work out why. And obviously I dyed my hair a lot and I coloured my hair a lot and I bleached my hair a lot. I used a lot of heat. You know, I used to do musical theatre, so I really didn't look after my hair. It was very much a case of it needs to be in a quiff today and then tomorrow you're going to dye it blue. Which was not the healthiest, whereas I've had this black and pink combination in my hair for nearly 3 years now. And I think sticking to the same thing has really helped its longevity. And I've also recently switched to salon quality dye for the black as well, so I'm no longer using black box dye, which again I think has made a massive difference. And I do try to get as close to the root as possible with the brush, just to make sure that I'm not leaving any tangles like higher up. What the hell happened there? I'm actually going to redo that one. I do sometimes have to redo my pink ones because they are definitely bleach damaged. They will quite often not curl the way I want. There we go, that's a bit better. I mean, if I let my hair do whatever it wants, some of it is straight, some of it is wavy, some of it is coily, some of it is curly. It's an absolute mess. Also, the perks with this is, although it takes a little bit of time, you can do it anywhere. Hotel room, tour bus. It doesn't require taking a curling iron with you or a hairdryer. I will be using a hairdryer today just because I have other things I want to get on and do today. I don't want to have to sit around waiting for my hair to dry so that I can finish making this video. But on an average day, I wouldn't use a hairdryer with this routine. And we're done. But what I'm going to do now, for the sake of being able to show you the end results and what it would look like if the curls were pulled apart, is I'm going to quickly dry at least some of my hair, so that we can get a better idea of what it would look like. I cannot be bothered to do it until it's completely dry. It is still very much wet here, but that is where the majority of my hair is. Because my hair is not fully dry, I am not going to pull apart the curls. What I am going to do is just run a little bit of oil over the top, being careful not to brush out my curls. So you can see the ends there of the pink sort of trying to fall out already. And just lift the hair. And this sort of starts to break up the curls. Cool. And now I have sleek, soft, shiny, lovely ringlets. That's the routine I do. If anybody's got any questions, obviously drop a comment below. And that is all for today's video. If you like the video, then give the video a like. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try and get round to them. And share this with your friends who might also have stupid curly hair that they don't know how to maintain, because I definitely didn't know how to do it before. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye! Ew, I got so much product on my hands. Ugh.